The Hermès strategy, why they sell scarcity, not just luxury. Hermès is much more than a luxury brand. It's a masterclass in how to transform scarcity into desire, heritage into aspiration, and craftsmanship into cultural capital. Founded in 1837 as a Parisian saddlery workshop, this house has grown into an exclusive empire largely by limiting access, insisting on handcrafting, and letting quality speak instead of relying on mass marketing. In a world overflowing with luxury labels chasing trends and volume, Hermès stands apart. Its methods seem backwards, delaying gratification, using minimal advertising, and selectively honoring clients. But those tactics are precisely what make it legendary. This deep dive explores how Hermès built mystique through scarcity and silence, why the Birkin and Kelly bags became global status symbols, how artisanship and controlled expansion preserve brand power, the risks and controversies hidden behind the mystique. 1. Craftsmanship, the heartbeat of Hermès. Every Hermès product is a tribute to handcrafted excellence. Take the Birkin or Kelly bag. Each requires 18 to 24 hours of uninterrupted attention from a single artisan. From precision cutting of premium hides to the signature saddle stitch, nothing is rushed or delegated to machines. Artisans at Hermès undergo a rigorous process. 2 years of training just to qualify, and another 3 before being trusted with flagship products. Each workshop in France functions independently with fewer than 300 artisans, ensuring that quality and artistic freedom remain intact. The leadership at Hermès proudly claims the goods are not just expensive, they're costly because they represent real labor, skill, and generational pride, not factory shortcuts. Second, scarcity as strategy, hunger marketing and practice. Unlike brands that scale to meet demand, Hermès deliberately limits its output, especially for their most coveted bags. Birkin bags in particular are produced in quantities far lower than the number of interested buyers. Access isn't granted on request. Often, customers must first build purchase history across multiple Hermès categories, scarves, shoes, ready to wear, before being offered a Birkin. No public waitlists exist, and each boutique operates with discretion and allocations. This model, known in luxury retail as hunger marketing, transforms shopping into aspiration. As a result, resale markets thrive. Some vintage Birkins command prices exceeding $400,000, showing how scarcity enhances value. 3. Limited editions. High-demand Hermès doesn't chase seasonal hype. It defines cultural relevance on its own terms. Instead of frequent launches, it offers limited editions that are artistically driven, not trend-based. Collaborations with painters, architects, and avant-garde designers give their collections timeless depth. These items often debut during art fairs, fashion weeks, or Hermès exclusive events, building intrigue and anticipation. Their rarity fuels bidding wars and waiting lines, not because of hype, but because they're genuinely unique. This reinforces Hermès as a creator of wearable art, not disposable fashion, distinguishing it from brands that live and die by seasonal trends or influencer fads. 4. Minimalism in marketing. Quiet luxury, loud prestige. Hermès is perhaps the only global fashion house with no celebrity endorsements and virtually no advertising footprint. Their strategy, let the product and the wearer speak for themselves. Instead of commercial noise, they opt for quiet luxury, an unspoken elite code that their clientele understands. Experiential spaces like equestrian arenas, leather workshops, and architectural boutiques serve as living advertisements. Budgets usually spent on celebrity campaigns or Super Bowl ads are instead directed toward high-touch, high-sensory events that only a few ever experience. The mystique becomes a badge of belonging. Customers feel like insiders in a brand that speaks in whispers, not shouts. 5. Controlled growth and curated distribution. Hermès doesn't aim to be everywhere. It aims to be unforgettable wherever it is. With fewer than 310 stores globally, each location is a curated gallery, not a mall chain. The interior design, furniture, and layout are tailored to local culture while upholding Hermès standards. They avoid wholesale entirely. No department stores, no flash sales, no discount racks. Even their online presence is tightly moderated with limited product selection and regional access. Each customer journey, from boutique experience to packaging design, is orchestrated for consistency and heritage preservation. This ensures Hermès remains a generational brand, not a retail fad. 6. Customer-centric brand management. building emotional relationships. Hermès doesn't treat customers as transactions. They treat them as part of the legacy. The emotional connection begins early, often in childhood, through family associations, storytelling, or even digital spaces like games and virtual runway shows. The brand uses storytelling, exclusivity, and immersive in-store experiences to create emotional bonds that outlast trends. Esports sponsorships, collaborations in gaming, and storytelling events like Hermès Heritage exhibitions aren't about sales. They're about seeding future loyalty. Customers don't just buy a bag, they buy into a legacy. These relationships are nurtured for decades, not quarters, and it's a major reason Hermès rarely loses customers to competitors. 7. Discerning collaborations and lifestyle branding. Hermès collaborates sparingly, but when they do, the impact is enormous. They partner with brands and creators that reflect their philosophy of excellence, timelessness, and innovation. Take their La Marsocco espresso machine, crafted with the same attention to detail as a Birkin, or their custom Pantone Turbonite color, designed exclusively for Porsche. Each product is a brand story, extended into new contexts. Their cultural efforts also include film partnerships like Soho House's No Passenger series and regional activations like Silk Mix or Hermès in the Making. Interactive exhibitions that celebrate heritage while engaging modern audiences. It's not just lifestyle, it's legacy embedded in culture. 8. Multi-generational appeal and internal continuity. One of Hermès' most overlooked advantages is its consistency in leadership and culture. Still family-controlled, the company prioritizes brand values over shareholder demands. This allows for long-term decisions, such as opening a new workshop that takes years to build or creating a collection based on a single artisan's vision. The brand's appeal spans generations. Customers who bought their first Hermès scarf decades ago now shop with their grandchildren, sharing not just products, but memories and traditions. Such stability builds trust, which is essential in the luxury space. A Hermès product today will look, feel, and perform the same way it will in 50 years, and so will the brand behind it. 9. Cultural resonance beyond fashion. Hermès has woven its identity into culture, not via influencer ads, but through reputation by association. When icons like Grace Kelly or Jane Birkin are unofficial ambassadors, the product speaks for itself. Annual events like the South Hermès Horse Show or art exhibitions reinforce the boutique's identity as both luxury and cultural platform, appealing to elite customers who value stories as much as style. In all its expressions, Hermès cultivates luxury as a lifestyle, not a label. 10th, controversies and sustainability of scarcity. Hermès' scarcity strategy isn't immune to scrutiny. Lawsuits allege the brand withholds Birkin access unless clients spend heavily in other product lines, a practice called tying, and frequently reward loyalty over merit. Some insiders argue that allocation tactics feel less organic and more transactional. Critics claim these practices could eventually harm the brand's integrity if perceived as unfair or manipulative. But Hermès counters that it doesn't create artificial supply constraints. It simply releases inventory when editors believe craftsmanship and quality are ready. CEO Axel Dumas emphasizes Hermès lacks both the motivation and structure to engineer scarcity for publicity alone. Brand power blueprint, what other brands can learn. Hermès paradox. Its success lies in what it doesn't do. Limit supply, not chase it. Scarcity builds prestige. Let quality be your marketing department. No need for excessive campaigns. Invite loyalty before luxury. Cultivate relationships. Expand smartly. Growth should never compromise identity. Innovate carefully. Modernity serves, but does not redefine. Hermès is more than a fashion house. It's a legacy built on craft, restraint, and mystique. By choosing scarcity over expansion, heritage over hype, and substance over signals, Hermès created a brand that isn't just celebrated, it's pursued, revered, and trusted as an heirloom. Even today, as economies fluctuate and competitors chase volume, Hermès proves that rarity creates relevance. Its strategy isn't conventional, but that's precisely why it works. If you enjoyed unwrapping the secrets behind Hermès brand power, hit the like button, drop a comment on which luxury brands should be featured next, and subscribe for more cinematic deep dives into the world's most powerful brands.